the global economy is in flux. Two giants dominate the landscape, the United States and China. For decades, the US held sway, the dollar reigned supreme. American companies led in innovation and technology, but the balance of power is shifting. China has emerged as a formidable economic force. Its rise has been remarkable. China transitioned from agrarian to manufacturing powerhouse. It became the world's factory floor. Now, China aims to lead in advanced technology and renewable energy. This ambition puts it on a collision course with the US. The economic rivalry is about more than just numbers. It's a clash of ideologies and visions for the future. The US champions globalization. China adopts a state-controlled approach. This rivalry has profound implications for the world. Decisions in Washington and Beijing will shape the future. Understanding this rivalry is crucial for navigating the 21st century. The seeds of the US-China economic rivalry were sown decades ago. After the Second World War, the US emerged as a global superpower. It spearheaded the creation of institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. The US dollar became the world's reserve currency. American companies dominated industries from automobiles to aerospace. China, meanwhile, was navigating its own turbulent path. The Communist Revolution in 1949 led to decades of isolation and economic stagnation. But in the late 1970s, China embarked on a path of economic reforms under Deng Xiaoping. It opened up to foreign investment and embraced market-oriented policies. China's low-cost labor and manufacturing prowess attracted massive foreign investment. It became the world's factory, churning out everything from clothing to electronics. This period of rapid economic growth lifted millions out of poverty and transformed China into a major economic player. However, China's ambitions didn't end there. It recognized that to compete with the US on the global stage, it needed to move up the value chain. China invested heavily in education, research and development, and technological innovation. It set its sights on becoming a leader in fields like artificial intelligence, 5G telecommunications, and renewable energy. The US-China economic rivalry is playing out on multiple fronts. Trade has become a major point of contention. The US has accused China of unfair trade practices, including intellectual property theft, forced technology transfers, and currency manipulation. This has led to a series of tit-for-tat tariffs impacting businesses and consumers on both sides of the Pacific. Technology has emerged as another key battleground. The US has sought to restrict China's access to advanced technologies, particularly in areas with national security implications. This includes semiconductors, which are essential for everything from smartphones to military equipment. Geopolitics is also intertwined with the economic competition. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project spanning Asia, Africa, and Europe, has been seen by some as a challenge to US influence. The US has responded by strengthening alliances in the Indo-Pacific region and increasing its military presence. The competition between the US and China is also shaping the future of global supply chains. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the vulnerabilities of relying too heavily on a single country for essential goods. The US and other countries are now seeking to diversify their supply chains and reduce their dependence on China. The US-China economic rivalry will define the 21st century. The relationship between the world's two largest economies will shape global trade and innovation. Will this rivalry lead to cooperation or conflict? Forces push both towards collaboration and confrontation. They are deeply interconnected economically, each other's largest trading partners. Decoupling would be costly and disruptive. Shared challenges like climate change and pandemics require cooperation. Effective solutions need both countries to work together. Deep-seated mistrust and differences in values exist. The US is concerned about China's human rights record and military posture. These issues are unlikely to be resolved easily. The future of the US-China rivalry is uncertain. They might manage competition peacefully and cooperate, or the rivalry could intensify, leading to instability.